Okay, what's up guys? It's Eddie, the inventory manager here in my studio. I thought we could try something really cool. I was watching Donut Media, and those guys are always doing high car versus low car, cheap parts versus expensive parts. So I thought we could buy some cheap RC drift parts from Wish and make a video. Let's see what we're going to install. More packages. I can't know what those are. I don't know what that is. I don't know what these are. Okay, let's open them up. Let's go with this first. Oh, cool. 10 scale fire extinguisher. It's actually heavier than I'd want it to be, but still pretty cool. That's going in the Prototype Z. Sweet. That was maybe $4. Oh, there's another package in here. All right, and in here I have some cotter pins. I got these for Steve because we tend to lose these when we rent out the rental chassis. So I'm gonna see if we can keep these around with these little tabs on them. Okay, let's open up this one. What's this? This is... okay, a spur or a pulley system in place of your spur and pinion. This particular belt doesn't look very long. It didn't look long in the picture either, to be completely honest. Comes with a bearing. I'm not 100% sure how to even fit that on the RDX. That may be an issue because the RDX requires a specific piece. I don't know if we're going to be able to install this thing on the RDX. This may be an interesting thing here. I'll have to figure that one out. Okay, what else we got? Yeah, it looks like two-sided tape. Is that what that says? Yeah, I got this so that we can install more cleanly our ESCs and other electronics. Pretty cool. It looked a little bit different online. It still looks pretty solid. It's real sticky. I think this is one of those where you can like take it off and put it back on as long as you wash it type things. So excited to see how that works. It's really smelly. Pungy glue smell. Whew. God. Woo-wee. All right. And this one I'm super excited about. I don't know what they look like, but I know we're going to install these on the RDX for sure. No question. They're heavy, man. These bad boys are heavy. Oh my God, these springs are terrible. They're so stiff. Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. So on the on Wish, there's like TR60 style dampers is what they called it. They have. I'm gonna take it apart real quick. There's little spring caps on the bottom, bowling caps. Look at that. I'm not sure how these are going to perform at all, but these seem to be quite dry inside. Let's crack them open. Okay. looks to be only a 2-hole piston. The E-clip is in the way. I'm pretty sure that's just a 2-hole piston, and it is, that O-ring in there is formidable, man. That thing is, that's where all that rebound's coming from, is just like whatever's in there. Okay. This diaphragm. This is what the diaphragm looks like. Interesting. And let's check out this O-ring. Come on in. Thanks, babe. Looks like a standard size O-ring. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, it's pretty stiff in there. Anyways, I'm going to eat me a sandwich. My beautiful wife got me. But yeah, we're going to build the RDX the cheap way and see if it performs. We're back. Let's get started. Now, first thing I noticed was the top part of those dampers from Wish are not going to be compatible with the Rev D chassis. You kind of see why right there. So we're going to find a way to make it compatible. As you can see on the front of the Rev D here, don't mind the bump steer as you see it. These caps are, they're just not like these. We could just do a 3mm. They're much larger too. If we can drop this ball cap size, I think, pretty easily. Oh no, they're about the same size. They are the same size. It's just with droop. Problem is, these allow for droop. This is so hard to push. I'm not gonna get any of that action, which means we'll probably have to put it somewhere on the outside of the arms to account for ride height. And we're gonna start by doing it just as they sent them, with no oil and super, super tough, almost like touring springs. Yeah, and we're just gonna keep all the stock stuff, as much stock as we can, which I think we can. Yeah, I'd hate to strip this plastic piece out of the Rev D. I'd much rather have this be a piece that accepted the ball end, you know? That's your ball end hole right there on the top, trying to match. And then you look down, you got a couple extra millimeters there. So what we can do is just trade this bottom ball end cap. We can trade it out for one that we have. I've got a number of spares. I do like the flow of these collars though. They have, yeah, they're easily adjustable and also in place. So I do like that. The diaphragms are really weird, as you've seen. I don't know if that's for an air application. I really don't know. There's also no telling, like once this collar's down, how low you should be going just by, I mean, unless you just hand tighten it, which is fine, but usually there's like something stopping it there. Something to note on the cheaper stuff. Well, we found some a little shorter. That's good news. Here you can really see my bump steer issues. This is to, well, I'm not driving that. Don't do this. If you're going to buy these, I mean, I could try to drive it and show you what it's like. But my back ones used to be the stiff ones, and now they're the soft ones. This is real tough. Let's try it with some better springs. Interestingly enough, I'm not mad at the ride height. And I'm honestly not terribly mad at the bounce. Are they better than the stock Rev D RDX ones? I can tell you right now they're not. They're not better than the stock RDX ones. But this might be interesting. I guess we should do the backs. Well, I don't like the way it looks, but let's see how it runs. All right, so we went to wish.com. We got some two-sided tape. I think this is supposed to be reusable. Don't know how I'm going to be able to test that, but we're going to test it on a mount thing, a 3D mount that I just bought from a friend. That's friend. Friend is there. And we are going to double side mount this bad boy. One side's already there. We're going to peel it, mount it, and then see how good it lasts, how long it lasts. The real test is going to be just while it's in the car and being shifted around in the car. So I'll get back to you on that one too. Wish.com. All right, Eddie, the inventory manager here, and we are in Austin, man. Yeah. Dallas loves to show love to the whole state. RC is something that we do as a community, and so Austin is definitely part of that. Let's see how these cheap dampers do. Let's see if you can see them. Can you see them? Those cheap old dampers in there. There they are. Less than $9 shipped. Let's see how they perform on the track. I'm not gonna lie, it's manageable. Yeah, it's manageable, man. All right, initial thoughts on the Austin track is it's good. It just, the ride height sucks. It's terrible with the ride height. It's real stiff. We managed to kind of make it work with those ball end caps, but it's just not very, there's not very much response. Although I was transitioning pretty well without problems. I mean, we could have probably credit that to just the RDX in general. So we'll run it to the Dallas track and we'll give you final thoughts. All right, we're back at dark. A $9 set of Wish.com dampers, and they don't dampen very much, but we're gonna give it one final test here at the track. New comp layout. Let's see how it does.
I don't got a real driver on the track.
No, we don't. These are $10 dampers.
I had no same dampers on my QC01 for the last year and a half. Got rid of them.
And it's manageable.
Is that the one with the weird puck?
Yeah, they're definitely different. We got out of the guy's way.
You gotta do different springs, don't you?
Yeah, I had to do different springs. They had touring springs on them.
Super stiff, right?
Ridiculously.
I know, but I did those are the same things I put on my GTO. When I was doing this thing, I'll try to button it.
Definitely slower to transition, that's for sure. Oh, I think my body got shifted. Yeah, I gotta bring that back. Super slow to transition. It lets me hang too much. Of course, this is how they came, with no oil. Maybe in a later video, we'll pimp them out. I mean, I'm getting around the track though.
By the way, this afterburn to the problem. I'm doing too much fury with my car.
Oh God. All right.
I cleared it. Thought I cleared it. Huh?
I have my final thoughts.
Oh, that track needs to be further down.
All right. Final thoughts. Would I do it again? No. I wouldn't spend another $10 on those and then wait another 3 weeks in anticipation for dampers that underperform. Can you put internals in there and make it better? Sure. I mean, they're dampers. What am I going to prove? That the barrel is strong? You know? So, am I going to do it? Sure. Maybe eventually. But I got some more ideas for some more videos where we put some inexpensive parts on and we test it out. I do want to also bring up the two-sided tape that we've been testing out this episode. This is the box we have it in. That's my Addiction S15. I'm actually giving that away to a friend. All right. So here's that box I put it in yesterday. I drove from Austin to Dallas. Like over 200 miles of traveling in the trunk, moving around. That's the two-sided tape we put in there, still clean. And check this out. It's just so strong. It lifts up the whole thing with no problem. Is it reusable? I wouldn't. Super strong, so whatever surface you put it on, you probably don't want to care much about. Just like this box, you don't really care about the surface. So 2 thumbs up for the Wish.com two-sided tape. Probably too much for an ESC though, man. Because you want to be able to take that ESC off at some point. Actually, you can take it off pretty easily. Boy, but it's pretty strong. That's interesting. I have to say, this was a good purchase. The Wish.com tape was a good purchase. Now, the fire extinguisher. We got the fire extinguisher, and it was more expensive than what Michaels has scale stuff for. So, like a hobby store and stuff, you get it cheaper, probably more lightweight. That fire extinguisher is heavy, probably made out of lead. So, I can't say much about the Wish.com pull for this episode besides the two-sided tape. I think that two-sided tape overperformed for sure. The dampers are just a headache. I mean, whatever kit you get, as long as it has some kind of dampers, even plastic ones, probably going to be better than that. So that's it. I don't even know what to call these episodes that we're doing. Wish upon a car. That's what we're going to call it.